Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are again on Tower of God New World, and on today's video I'll be doing an updated version of the beginner's guide. Okay, so let me start immediately so we don't waste any time. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, your opinions, questions, make sure to put it in the comment section below. So in the beginning, of course, I don't advise you that you don't reroll. Like, you should definitely reroll in this game, and you should definitely aim for the top choices. You decide, would you like to start from the purple team? Would you like to build up yellow team? Usually that's the best way to start. I saw people going with the purple team and progressing just fine. Usually what people are maxing out in the beginning from the purple units is Dorsey, and I see she's one of the carry characters from the purple team. Then we have Khun and Rachel. Now you decide for yourself. I'm just saying the most popular unit to max out from the get-go and work on her is Dorsey if you want to work on your yellow team, in purple team. If you want to work, where's the mouse? If you want to work on the yellow team like I did, priority should be Huts. Okay, work on him, and he's generally like a cheat code through this game. Now some people decided not to max out Huts, they maxed out Bomb. It is working just fine also, and Ya is one of the top choices. And of course these days even Jean from the she recently released, so you can even use her and work on her in the beginning to completely max her out, and she'll be definitely one of the best carry characters. But the old classic is maxing out Huts, and that's the beginning. Of course, try to reroll until you pull SSR plus character like Ivan. He'll be that insane help from the beginning, and even Data Machen is in my eyes as the DPS and tank at the same time. Don't forget honorable mention, Zahart is also like insanely good, especially now when he's fixed. He can also offer you similar things like Data Machen, even more these days I would say, but still in my eyes Data Machen is superior for now in that way, but sometimes you use more frequently Zahar. So this is just like the top options that you should start with, and I don't want to go in too much complications here because at the end of the day it all depends on you. You can check out the tier list, multiple tier lists, you can check out multiple YouTuber videos, mine, from Painblade, from Walkin, and you can decide for yourself. Now, big thing that I didn't mention is Huarium. Huarium, if you wanna, you can start with her also. Maxing her out, getting her... By maxing out, I mean also exclusive equipment. Exclusive equipment is insanely important in this game. Without exclusive equipment, you won't have a full potential of a character. Like Huts, for example. When you get exclusive weapons, sometimes it's even better than dupes, right? So this will additionally make that character stupidly good for what he's created for. Now, my advice is, honestly, I would choose Huarium as a second unit that I would max out, no matter what. Okay, so for example, you choose like yellow team, you maxed out Huts, now you can go with Huarium. Okay, or you maxed out Dorsey, now you can continue maxing out Huarium. Because as you know, in the summons right here, you can put a character with the increased rates. Okay, for example, I'm still trying to max out Huarium here, so that's what I do. Boom. Boom, for example. That is my setup for now. Okay, I have maxed out Huts, Ya is really close, Huarium is really close, and then Bomb will go afterwards. This is my strategy. You can go with your own strategy. Without a doubt, you can start even with Huarium first. Okay, building her up, but I'm just talking about that carry DPS like Huts and Dorsey that will help you tremendously in the beginning. And then Huarium is like a long play, you know? You can get her as a second character and work on her to exclusive weapons, max her out, and then she will additionally buff and do insane damages. But if you please, you can even start with her, okay? So that just in short for you, for who you should reroll and what strategy you should go with. I cannot firmly say what you should do, but I can give you those tips right now immediately from my advice. Now, as you know, rarities go from R, SR, SSR, and SSR plus. SSR plus, you know, you need to have luck, especially if you want to dupe that character. I don't need to say about that. I already told you what are the top SSR plus choices from the beginning, etc. Okay, just in short, from the SR character, I'll just mention, like, this is the R character, I awaken it. Goseng Yeo will be extremely helpful for you. And the other SR character, which is now SSR for me because I awaken her, is great. You can definitely check out my showcases, and yeah, you should definitely be focused on her and work on her because it will be extremely helpful for you for your progression. Okay, so that's about that. I don't want to go in too much more details, but still I wanted to explain you like a little bit in short what is this all about the characters and everything else. Again, you can check out the tier list and make more conclusions if you want to by yourself. Okay, about the gear, I want to mention the gear as a second thing from this updated beginner's guide, because I just want to be focused on like the most important things so you can progress properly. In the beginning and even now, you're gonna have like really low, like in the beginning you're gonna have like here in the shop, you can buy this, you can buy coins, but everything else, I don't know, honestly. I wouldn't spend gems on this one, okay? Especially in the beginning, because you're gonna have lower rarity gears. Try to avoid spending gems or on anything here. You will waste so much gems, even though in the beginning it doesn't seem like it because you get a tremendously amount of gems. But long term speaking, try to go without that. Try to work on trials. I'll explain everything so you can try to go through tower challenges, right? Go through the floors, try to beat highest floor, because eventually you will get those highest rarity gears just by playing the adventure, and you will also sometimes get it from a loot, which you don't spend gems. You're generally the game is grinding that by its own. So I don't recommend spending gems on gear, not at all. Where you can spend the gems for your gear, just 1 second. Control center, not gems, sorry, but alliance coins. This is where I recommend you take highest rarity gear that is offered. Again, in the beginning you will have like really low tier gear. Try to buy it as rare as possible, because eventually as you progress you will unlock more amazing highest rarity gears right here, which is S. I believe there's also S plus, I can't remember now, but yeah. Then especially when you see golden gear, this is where you go ham with those coins. Okay, if you need it for progression, blah blah blah, you will have to buy it. But I'm just saying, try to postpone it as much as possible and try to buy at least as possible until you actually get this type of gears. You're gonna see as you progress, if you need it, you're gonna buy. Just don't use gems. Also, eventually you're gonna unlock PvP shop. This is what you should buy: yellow instruction manual or purple instruction manual. I will explain why in a moment. This is like really good material that you can buy, plus sometimes for the exclusive weapons, for me this is worth it. This gem shop is not for the beginners and not even for the free-to-play. Okay, let me go now into growth. This is like one of the most important things about the game. In the beginning you will have the Shinsu Link, where you're gonna level up your characters and limit break your characters. To limit break your characters, you will just have to summon, so you get this material right here, so you can limit break the slots, and then by collecting Shinsu and Link EXP, you're gonna be able to level up all of these slots. Now, here is the big tip. Try to level it up and limit break in a balanced way. What that means that don't just focus on one slot, focus on every single slot. And one slot you can leave it, like for example like me, for the carry main DPS character slot. This is where you want to a little bit boost that slot more than the others. but don't avoid other slots, because as a team you need to work together and only one character is not enough. So keep it balanced. One more big tip: when you reach A2 slot, on everywhere, don't go to the S. For now it is not worth it. Why? Because here eventually you're gonna open origin orb, and then if you work on the purple team mainly, you're gonna work on this one, but for me it's my yellow team, our main thing, so of course I work on this one. And here you need those yellow instruction manuals that I told you should buy them in the PvP shop. You're gonna need it right here. And then again, soul crystal, the same thing that you need to limit break. And that's why I say, when you reach certain slot, okay, make sure to put some of the soul crystals in this origin orb, especially when you reach A2. Then I mainly advise you that you invest in the origin orb and not reaching the limit break S. Okay, here it will give you some basic stats buffs that will tremendously help for every single character of this element. As you can see, I'm also working now on the red, but I need to do way more summons until I can do all of this. I'm currently free to play, so yeah. Tree essence facility, I don't have to go in that, that's like logical, but this origin orb and Shinsu Link is like, these are the most important tips in my eyes in that way. Let's go a little bit to the gear equipments, just so I can explain you this. Also try to enhance all of this gear in some balanced way. So if you get this to +2, try to get other gear to +2, and then eventually you're gonna get it to +5. Try not to level up so much that lower tier gear. Mostly save those material for this higher gears like S, A+, or something like that. I believe that's definitely worth it. And then for your main DPS and carry character, I advise you that you use the tickets to change the element that corresponds the character you're using. And of course, guys, exclusive weapons. Like I already said and mentioned, one of the most important things, use it first for the carry characters, for some amazing supports like Ivan, Ya, Huts, Huarium. This is all the characters that you want to get exclusive weapon high as possible. And where you can grind the most gears, in the trial area. Not gears, but the material to enhance gears. Play Trial of Chaos. This is where you're gonna get Shinsu material, gems, tickets, another materials for the buffing and many other things. But here in the Trial of Origin, this is where you're gonna get the most of enhancing for gears, right here, this one. And of course, as we go furthermore, we have that exclusive weapon materials, different colors that are used to get it to the different point. This is like the super important thing that you should do no matter what. Okay, if you miss something, don't worry, like it doesn't matter, you're gonna catch up anyways. Mock battle facility, make sure to do it. Underground laboratory, make sure to try compose the best team possible and then try to get the best reward possible. Of course, all of that is worth it, because here you get like a bunch of really important material that can help you out tremendously to level up furthermore, and then easily you're gonna be able to go through the story mode and everything else. I played this on auto a little bit, so I will rerun it a few times, and like usual, I'll be like master, diamond, something like that. Okay, top 10, only whales can do that, guys. Okay. Mock battle facility, my bad. Conquest mode, make sure to do it. Also amazing prices, don't forget and don't miss to do that. What else did I want to mention? Like PvP, do it. Ranking PvP, simulation arena, you can play with that one, but you don't get like nothing too crazy from it, but still it's definitely worth it to get as high as possible ranking so other people see you know how to play. Okay, usually I'm top 50. Now I believe today I didn't even play PvP, so afterwards when I play it, it's gonna be cool. Ranker PvP also, I don't play it so much, although I should. Today I'll a little bit go for it. This is like super important thing that you get those coins to buy a lot of things in PvP shop. So definitely all of this is worth doing, but I don't want to pay too much attention because it's not like a must, and you should do that just by dailies and everything else, but that's it. You won't get like crazy things from it. Do story modes, again, you're gonna get crazy amount of free summons, that's obvious one. And adventure, everything revolves with adventure. More you progress, more things you're gonna get unlocked, blah 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 blah. And as you progress, the rewards will get better and better, even for the gears and many other things. So this is definitely worth doing. My advice is in the beginning, now especially if you're a beginner, already work a little bit on your second team, because eventually you will have to use 2 teams, and soon in like 2-3 chapters from now where I'm at, I'll have to use like 3 teams. I will now finish it with the team building tips, and that's pretty much it. I already made that video, so you can go on my channel, check it out. There I went into full detail. Here I will give you a few advices. This is how I compose my team. First of all, I need a tank. Here Data Machine can act as a tank and DPS, that's perfection for me. Now in A2 level 164, which is the highest slot and highest level and limit break, I will put Huts because he's the one that will carry this team. Then I can put Aquarium for additional buff, for example, and then I can put like Yvonne, so I have even furthermore revive. So I get attack buff, I get the swiftness buff, and now from Yvonne here, like, okay, this is just like for a one team example, I can put this. So I have the support characters, DPS also Aquarium, I have the tank, I have main DPS, and here I can put even another DPS like Huts. Okay, and here for example we can just put, like, since he's DPS in A1 slot and Yvonne here is A slot because he won't be doing the damages, he's more here to help out with the support. And now when you go into the battle, for example, Yvonne dies immediately, then you can just like replace it like this and put Machine here, so she won't die easily, and then other will survive and you're gonna actually beat it. Like switching like this is extremely important for the win, because sometimes it just depends on situation where you put certain characters. Okay guys, that's it. It's not like I didn't went in like beginning route completely. I just overall wanted to give you like super important tips that will definitely help you out in a long term as a beginner. Okay, so I just wanted to make like an updated version of beginner guide, but still you can check out my previous ones, especially like in before, like a few weeks ago or something like that. I made many different guides that should be extremely helpful for you. That's it guys, love ya, and yeah, see you next one, bye.